Yo, what is going on, everybody?
Hello?
It is Pixelmarters here, and we are back in Danganronpa.
The dramatic voice.
We left off. It is class trial time for the mysterious death of what everyone seems to think might be Kyoko, even though it's not.
The slow walk.
It is the 16th student, the mastermind, the person that works for Fenrir, as we say. Fenrir. I always say it wrong. Never mind. But now we must get the end of this. Now that my character wants to walk to the side.
You ruined it! You ruined it!
Well, let's go inside now. It's ruined the moment. Thanks, game.
You threw off the vibe. Wow, there's so few people.
Whoa, Ducky and Makoto showed up together.
Where the heck have the two been? You just disappeared without a word.
We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point?
Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you. Huh? What, are you jealous?
Please don't murder me over that. Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
Fancy?
I was gonna say fairy tale for some reason, but that's not what that is. Stop talking, embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. I imagine what was about to happen. I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But
is he just not showing
stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why isn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again?
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Oh, God.
Or what? Jesus! Oh, did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here.
Oh,
now,
yeah,
can we?
Kyoko? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you.
Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. I'd imagine that's her.
I'm hoping that's Kyoko.
All of a sudden, the mystery 16 student walks in that we've never seen before. And we're like, fuck.
Well, if it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Please.
We heard that voice. We all spun around to look.
Hey.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, hi.
You're okay.
Hey,
okay.
she's alive.
I knew you'd be all right. I had a feeling because I knew that wasn't you. But oh my God, I missed you.
Hey, welcome back. Did you kill someone?
I'm here. No rule's been broken.
Kyoko.
Kyoko, you're still alive?
No, that's a ghost.
Stop talking.
If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong?
You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, I'll see your butts into the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
What are you gonna do?
When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay.
Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Because right now we gotta deal with a ghost.
Bro, no. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
Master, wait for me.
Oh, God. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But I'll be happy when this trial is all over.
One after another, everyone piled in the elevator.
Will you be happy? Is that the right choice of words?
But I couldn't help myself to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Well, let's talk.
Kyoko,
Hey,
what's up?
Did you kill someone? You're like the top of the list right now.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's
before
like
we
it's
get
you or
started,
me, and-
I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered.
Then what did you find out?
So...
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first, I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I?
So that's why you were late.
However,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting.
But you were on the second floor of the dorms. That's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
Probably goes to that wild-ass door.
In other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
What?
I...
And that's important.
That was a truth bullet?
That's important to the case at hand.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Yeah.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
Okay.
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me.
For her? It's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why should she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all...
Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? I like to overthink, so let's get in that elevator. All right, being last step in the elevator. I think it's the same people that we had going in last time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Understood? Yep. Just the 6 of us.
Because that student, didn't ever show up ever.
Nope. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. The dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope.
No.
It was the blinding light of despair. That's a bright
Whoa.
room. Ow, my eyes.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. It's time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show.
Yeah, thrills, chills, and bleh. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes, I will go ahead and save. Thank you very much. All right. So, did we get any new skills? I don't think we did, but I will look just in case. Nope, we're all good here. Opening.
So we haven't really
handbook.
gotten to talk to anybody.
Yeah. I mean, what are the truth balls that we got here? We got the Monaco file, exploded body analysis, the fake nails and all that, tattoo on the right hand.
Is it just me, or is the body analysis picture more detailed than the actual sprite, or whatever you want to call
Well,
it?
they had more time to put some work into it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot, I when I have time at work and I think to myself, because I was thinking about how when we first saw it, I had the theory of that maybe it was like Junko's body. And I don't know if it's on here, but I remember they said the fact that there were like multiple wounds that were on the body that were at least like days old. And I was like, what if someone like Five Nights at Freddy, like Freddy Fazbear, just fucking auto-animatronicked her body and just like took over with a robot? Like, that would be fucking great and fantastic.
Why?
Just, I mean,
And who could have done that?
well, they've made a bunch of Monokuma robots. They can just skin her and put it around an exoskeleton.
Ew.
I'm not super serious about that. It was a funny idea that happened at work, but I'll just share it with the rest of the world so you can hear that. And if it turns out
That should
that
have
it
just
was,
stayed in your imagination.
well, you know, if it turns out that she was a Junko robot, I'm gonna be like
No.
a the
No.
remote drop and just walk away.
That's remote drop?
It's the controller. But
But
anyways,
we have microphones.
yeah, but they're on stands. I don't want. These are expensive. These are expensive.
Take it off
Okay.
the stand and then drop it.
That'll break it.
Basic explanation of the
I
class trial.
mean, we know how this works,
So,
but
your votes will determine the results.
We've never
If
skipped
you
it in the
can
past.
figure out
Yeah, I
who
know.
done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if
you
you
pick
pick
the
the
wrong
Oh god, no one likes that. Everyone
No.
disliked that.
besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else
We'll graduate. No one likes when you
Well,
do it
I'll leave the
both.
rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
So
Yes.
you're going in first.
There's no other
I-
explanation.
Bro, she's standing right here. Come on.
Kyoko's standing right there.
Yes.
No, that's a ghost.
Calm
my
down.
God.
Hey, Shaggy. Ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
So
Aw,
Polly
Hina.
has legs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're pretty much Polly at this point.
That's just because
She even her ponytail even goes up.
Yeah.
she's like the lady
latest evolution in ghost technology.
Ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
I'm with Bianchi on this one, unfortunately.
For once.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Can you show us your
Then
hand?
let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Yes.
Her traits?
No, drinking had the proves the body doesn't look his or piercing glare. I mean, we can't
Gloves.
use glare or face because those have been burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
So we'll go with gloves. The only logical explanation at this
About her
point.
gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
That is very true.
You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Correct.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
And okay.
No.
I'm convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Oh, Hero, you
You're
dumb bean.
so dumb.
There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can prove why, we're gonna be. If I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here, and the case won't move forward.
I hate that we have to prove that the corpse wasn't Kyoko just so
To
that
start the
Hero
trial, we have to prove she's not a
knows
corpse.
that
She's not a
she's
ghost
not a-
for fucking
oh
Hero.
My God.
But it is to point out who the corpse does belong to in the
but
long run. So. But we have to move him past the whole ghost thing first.
This guy, I swear.
All right. There's also the tattoo on the right hand, and there's
Yeah.
the fake nails. We'll see what it comes down to here first. So,
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
okay.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got
Yeah.
burnt up in the explosion.
I'm a ghost. Interesting.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Oh, sorry, that was wrong. That actually might be the exploded body analysis, maybe. Let me see what we have to say about that first. I know that body's Gyoko's, and I know I can prove it.
That
Okay.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Let me see what the body analysis said. Oh yeah, it's because the only the upper half got, so her hand never got burned in the first place. That's right. So we'll use that. On which one though? I need to make sure I get the right one.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
It goes interesting. I like that line.
Then she was wearing gloves before the
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh
No.
no, never mind. I guess it's the first one then. Never mind. Whoops! I'm so good at these when I first start out.
It's been a while.
Kyoko there. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Or do I have to take one of the other ones? I have to do a suck up thing
Wow.
already, don't I?
Are the old
I'm
truth bullets
sorry.
red herrings?
I think so. Because there's nothing else that would make sense.
No.
Kyoko
I don't
there
think.
is just a ghost. Okay, then prove it.
Yeah, we have
The dead
to
body
presume.
wasn't wearing
Yeah,
gloves.
wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then
Alright.
she was wearing
And
gloves
then
before
we'll
the
do the little thing here.
explosion.
Well, yeah, she must
No,
have been
don't do the thing that.
And
Wow.
it's still wrong. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
This is the
What the
exact same
hell?
thing happened on the last one. All right, hang on there. So the
Oh my
fake
God.
nails, but the fake nails tattoo on the right hand will lead to the same conclusion, right?
Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Like you think that
Then
line
she was
would be
wearing
yellow?
gloves before the explosion.
The burnt up in the explosion.
Let me
thing.
see if I can use it on this one.
No.
What the fuck?
Why would
Okay,
it go to the hat?
I.
Oh, maybe the fake nails to them must have been wearing gloves.
But why you'd think that and the tattoo would be the same thing, unless it's
No,
nails
because
would make
nails
it
would
impo-
make it weird.
Just
Weird.
a
To,
ghost.
because remember, he's like,
Okay, then prove
the
it.
nails would make it
Wasn't wearing
difficult to do
I-
everyday
I-
tasks.
I
I
Remember
suppose
that?
this is what I get for being a boy.
Then she
I
was
wouldn't
wearing
understand the woes of long nails.
Told you.
There we go. We'll make our way back up. Don't worry, everybody.
Oh my God! It would have been better if we just lost to get our health
No.
back.
We'll get it
There's
up.
no
It'll
way
be
the
fine.
corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was,
God.
they were wearing fake nails. Remember?
You can't
I
wear
imagine
gloves with
trying to
nails.
wear
Yeah.
gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
I'm sorry you don't think about that as a guy.
Besides,
It's common
Kyoko wears
sense!
gloves to hide her hands, right?
I'm sorry I don't have common sense. You've known this since you met me.
Yeah, I've
you for the-
known for
Weird
8
someone who's
years.
so
Yeah.
conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
That also makes sense.
Jeez, man, you don't know women. They're complicated like that.
I don't want to be compared to Hero right now. Don't do that to me.
Everyone does it
Even
now.
Hero knows. Oh, she's talking to you. Damn.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that.
KOJ.
The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Right, Hero?
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
There we go. Now we can move
First, we
past
need to
it.
figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Yeah. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there.
So, well, there's only one person it can be,
Yeah. What are the truth bullets that we have? Sprinkler, exploded body, tattoo
but
on
not
the right hand.
not everyone knows about her.
Alright, I would would assume the tattoo on the right hand would be the closest thing we can get to identifying
Kyoko
Yeah.
really is still alive.
Oh my God, he's still going on about it.
it. Who died? I mean, I guess that's a logical line of confusion.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Well,
And there
tattoo on the
wasn't
right hand
any
would probably make
description
sense
in the
there.
Monokuma file.
Yeah.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
Or would it be that?
And there's nothing else we can do, right?
Actually, we should do it on the second one to identify the body.
Yeah.
Because she's saying there's no way to identify it, but the only thing they can tell us was on the victim's body. On the
Yep.
victim's own body.
Kyoko
So it should be the
really
second
is
one.
it's gotta be something.
Then who died?
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Because that's about
and
the
there wasn't
face,
any
so that wouldn't
description
be
in the
anything
Monokuma
for us. So
file.
let's,
Well, if we can't identify
Don't do the thing, man! Okay, we beat. Oh, God. I hate when it zooms in at the last thing, like,
Yeah.
no! I hit Y before you popped up. Don't do that to me. All
There
right.
was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the
Can you
body.
imagine if that got burnt too?
That would
We'd be
ruin everything.
screwed.
Yeah.
For real?
We'd be stuck on the ghost thing
Die
forever.
a cruel and unusual death.
Jesus, calm down.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
You've seen many of
I
those
was gonna
already.
say, hasn't that been all of the of the
Ignore
executions?
them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
Thank you for listening to me, girl.
The key
I knew you'd
to
understand me,
figuring
donut
out who
girl.
it was
Donut
is the
girl.
tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
No,
Kind of ish.
no, it's a wolf.
To be like, you're my bitch.
What the
And of course you
hell?
say it with that face. No.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
We need Byakuya to stand up like, don't think people's ideals match your own, please.
That's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Oh, Toko. You
God.
horrifying being. You compare that to
Horrifying being.
horrifying. Let's see. We need a.
She's not horrifying. She's just special. Toko is Toko.
Oh no. So that was him talking about the. So we have. Wait. Do we not have anything about?
Other information. It's the file.
Actually, I was about to say we should. I was trying to see if there's anything about Fenrir itself, but I guess we just have to throw the file out there. Yeah, the military. Yada
Yeah.
yada yada.
That's where it talks about it.
That's the only thing we have. So, half a heart back. Woo! Play in the hardcore mode.
Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is the image that represents it. I mean, it's a wolf.
Yeah.
Hey, man's Gambit. Gambit? Gambit.
Wolf.
Holy.
It's wolf. Yeah.
It's more like fold for Celeste would get that one. If I can get an
Oh,
F.
'cause card
Or W.
W.
That's,
Maybe an F.
I was.
You get an
There we
F
go.
for
I did it.
failure.
I get an F for dyslexia.
What?
Oh man.
Representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse
Boom.
mythology. A huge world-ending wolf.
Boom.
She talks literature and her stutter goes away like that.
Yeah.
He's the child of the trickster
never
god
mind.
Loki.
and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly.
She's so
The
slow.
body
I love
we
her.
found
Yeah.
had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Who the fuck is that?
Hold on. Isn't
Oh, wait,
she
they
the
might-
one that was behind
Did they
us?
learn about it yet? I think maybe they did. Oh yeah.
No.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
But she's not.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Which just confused me as to why Kyoko said that to us.
Yeah.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from
Kyoko.
Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
What are you doing, girl? What is she up to? Why are you
See-
squinting at the TV?
I remember I kind of had the theory at first and then let it go, but... And I know this might sound weird and it will throw things for a weird loop, but what if she is technically Mukuro Ikusawa? Because the backstory would fit Kyoko perfectly.
Yeah, especially like the whole Europe thing and all
Yeah.
that. I had my suspicions of it too, but I never said anything.
And then potentially this other person could have also been part of Fenrir, because that is where the rest of the confusion comes from, is then if that would be the case, then who the fuck is this other person that has just been randomly thrown to the wolves for us to figure out. But Kyoko's lying about something in this in the first place,
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
even though she had the file.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
We gotta figure this out.
She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Yeah, exactly.
You're saying she wasn't an important character?
Not yet, she should have
Boy,
been.
her literary
She
self's
was the
really
same
coming
as
out
us.
this trial.
Yeah.
Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
We don't know.
Must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
I think it's Kyoko.
What?
Because remember how she was also talking about how she was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't break any rules, right, Monokuma? Because she would know the rules because she controlled them. Because if Mukuro Kusaba was the mastermind, then there would be no Monokuma, right?
Yeah.
Granted, Kyoko's
But someone's
here, so
controlling Monokuma, so what are you
Listen,
talking about?
I don't fucking know, man.
One of the students came up with the rules. Not
But
they're
how can
behind
we trust
everything.
that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
He's like, back to the killing
Please
part.
limit
Yeah.
all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Bold move.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's
No.
been hiding all along.
It's not how it works.
There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yep.
Did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yeah.
Who the evidence points to?
this one we know there can only be 2 suspects.
Makoto and Kyoko.
Yep. Toko and Genocide Jack. Mukuro and the headmaster.
I got it!
It's me.
Narrowed down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
Oh yeah, she probably
She's
doesn't
like,
understand
"What?"
that. That probably wasn't part of her plan in the first place.
That's right. The 4 of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
I was going to say, I've never seen her make that face before. That's so surprised.
No, she made it before, but
Oh.
it's only been like once or twice.
All of which is to say, the 4 of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
The only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
calm down.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? When she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the body discovered? That was 9.
Yeah.
Right?
I got it!
Yeah, look at my brain work.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah.
Then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
Oh yeah, that.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Just an 11-hour gap. No big deal.
I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in.
7:30 is
so
when
I'm
the sprinklers
totally
go
sure
off.
about it.
Yep.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Well, actually, so that's what the thing is for, because the whole body would have been wet if the
Yeah.
sprinklers went off before 7:30, so we can clear our name by that. Mm-hmm. No, I'm good for you. The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. It looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, unless the murder didn't happen during that time, or I don't have an alibi,
Yep.
then I have to make sure I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Sprinkler.
Yep. Sprinklers.
Yep.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Here
and
we
9
go.
o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock.
Yep. And Makoto doesn't
3
have
o'clock.
an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock.
4 o'clock? 5 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Okay.
Objection.
Overruled. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the
Overruled.
corpse was almost totally dry, in which case they should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden. Let's do it.
So at the 7:30.
Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
It took place somewhere between
10 o'clock, 11
at night
o'clock? I love
And 9
that.
o'clock. Yep.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
4 or 5.
Oh, there we go. Stop playing the game and just...
Oh! Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. It makes me think something weird's going on.
Maybe I need to
The
put...
body analysis.
Maybe I put the 7:30...
place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
I don't
and
know,
9 o'clock
because...
in the morning.
Because it shows how half of it's wet.
Dakota
Yeah.
doesn't have an alibi for most of
But
that
it talks
time.
about the importance of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm not confident in this, but... Yeah, no.
No.
I think I've got to suck up to 7:30 and put it on the first one?
Shoot.
Oh boy, we're gonna die. Wow.
We've established a time frame for the
Because it
murder.
wouldn't be the fragments of the dead body, because that was from the
Place
bomb.
Somewhere between
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night
So
and 9 o'clock in the
I think I've
morning.
got to suck up the 7:30 and throw it at the
Dakota doesn't
10.
have an alibi for
Because
most
those are
of
the only
that time.
two things that are differences, right? The only two contradictions or whatever they're
Yeah.
supposed to be called.
That's more than enough time to commit
I didn't get
murder,
it.
I should say.
Because yeah,
Oh
Dakota,
boy.
If you have any objections, now would be the time.
give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a fucking second here. Give me a fucking second here. Yeah, there's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning, which would mean that like the primary thing should be the sprinkler.
Yeah.
Maybe my corpse is almost totally dry. In which case, I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
Do we present the sprinklers
established a
to
time frame for the
10
murder.
o'clock?
Well, we're gonna find
Place
out.
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Oh God! Thank God we did it. Woo!
I think you mean I did it.
It's teamwork. You and me as a team. I got rid of all the other problems. so that-
10 o'clock.
I picked all the wrong answers. You picked the right one. It's a team effort.
exactly.
That's how a lot of our games go.
Listen.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Because
We
I
poured
threw
water on it.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Such indecent words.
How dare you speak such indecent
You're
words?
the one that.
I'm saying that
He's
the
like,
body
oh my
was
God.
wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
He's horrified.
Jesus
What do you
Christ.
mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
No.
Man, you're totally wacko.
Yep.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why.
Okay. You can prove that it wasn't a sprinkler that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toga with certain evidence, and that should do it. Look at the body itself. That should make it clear.
I mean, she was there, but she also had just been flown backwards.
Yeah.
So.
Oh boy, I have like no health to make any mistakes on this, so we're probably
God.
gonna get it.
Admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no.
Oh, you gotta perfect this. Careful.
I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
I believe in you.
Admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me?
Shit, temple
You
down.
got this.
Nothing.
You got this.
I hate you. No, no, no. I don't know anything. Hold on.
Yay, now final
Hey.
strike. Exploded body analysis. That should be it.
This should prove it.
Haha.
Ooh, we have barely a
Dang.
heart. We have like a sliver of
we
that.
have half a heart.
It's lower than that now
Oh,
because
it
that
is?
doesn't. Yeah.
After the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Oh,
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
you and your dirty mind.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The sprinklers got the body wet. Shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
And if your theory was right, shouldn't it be the other way around, you little dingus?
We only got the top wet. The bottom was completely dry. What a brutal maniac!
What?
Let's just move on.
Please.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
I put out the fire.
Yeah. Byakuya was there, and of course he's not gonna say anything.
He's having fun.
He's like, I'm gonna let you deal with her.
Yeah.
Only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
No!
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
In which case, the only one left
Yeah.
without an alibi is Kyoko.
You want to talk?
Kyoko.
You want to talk, sis? Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which means that Mukoro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
What?
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Are you, like, trying to blackmail us to keep us from voting for you?
What?
Which is why I can't let that happen.
What do you think? What?
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
Then who did it?
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
The fuck you talking about?
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Don't do this to us now.
Oh.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
The tarp.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something at the scene that was used to cover the body? It could have...
Is she trying to throw suspicion on us now?
I mean, it shouldn't be... Because
normally when someone's guilty, they try to push suspicion on any of the other suspects.
So, if it's not... Graham, we got a timer here, but it's going for like 6 minutes. If it's not Kyoko, and I don't understand where the motive or anything would come for this, but the only person that suddenly loses an alibi for a tiny bit of time after 7:30, because even if the body was, you know, even if they were killed beforehand and the body was moved there afterwards, after the sprinklers turned off, the only person that like could have covered the body with a tarp and taken it off would have been Toko, because she was the only person that left the group to go get the diamond pickaxe. She's the only person that could have gone there and taken the tarp off and been like, "Hey, body here."
Yeah, but
why
Genocide
would she
Jack
have any kind
popped
of...
out. Remember? And
Yeah.
they don't share memories. So
But they also wouldn't have any kind of reason to do it.
I got it!
But they're the only person that's split from the group that's not us or Kyoko.
part of me wants it to be Byakuya. Because he was in the garden.
But not this morning. Everyone's been together
I
this
know.
morning.
Unfortunately.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
I mean, unless Byakuya did the murder, and then he got Toko wrapped around his finger to be like, "Hey, can you go find this pickaxe?" And then, you know, sees the tarp and sees the body, and it's like, "Oh shit!"
True.
But no, he was with Hiro in the garden, so that's not possible. He grabbed Hiro from the garden, then they left. That's what happened, and they've been together ever since.
Let's just keep going, or we'll never figure it out.
One side of the tarp got dirty because that's the side that got covered in water.
I just theorizing.
The face down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Oh, fuck.
That makes us look bad.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer?
That is true, though.
No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp, it was used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? And it should have had blood on it,
yeah.
right? But the body.
It had wet blood.
Yeah.
It was not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer.
Yeah.
After I feel what Kyoko said. I don't want to be at war with Kyoko right now, man. Come on. I don't have the brains for that. All right. Exploded body and hang on. Before the
body before the explosion.
The body with the tarp.
Did Makoto really do
The
it?
killer prevented it from
That's
getting
gotta
wet.
be it.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Well, that doesn't. I'll wait,
Since
but
it
that
was
one.
facing down toward the body. Of course, it didn't get dirty.
I don't know which one to put it on. I only have one heart. What do you think?
Oh, that's right. Oh, God.
Granted, I think it's just gonna cut back to this statement
Blood
with
on
the
the
full
body
hearts,
hadn't
but-
dried yet. Yeah. Well, that's not to touch it. Yeah.
By covering
So
the body
what
with the tarp,
we can't look at what
the
it
killer
is, can we?
prevented it from getting wet.
What do you mean?
Oh, we can. Okay, so what did body before the explosion?
Well, I mean, that's because we're talking about the blood, so it's the fact that there were blood stains around the wound and the body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's the point about the tarp of not sure which one to hit.
Oh, okay.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
That one.
It's that one?
Yeah.
Since it
Are
was
you
facing
sure? Because the
down
next
toward the
one
body,
is.
Of course, it didn't get dirty.
Okay, yeah. That it should be towards the didn't get dirty then.
Okay, but it wasn't dirty.
No, it didn't get dirty, but it should have been.
The killer prevents.
So the
True.
reason that is because the
I'll see
but the
if
underside
that's
it
it.
was totally it's because that
It
side,
didn't get
since
dirty,
was
but it
facing-
should have
Of course
been.
it
That's the
didn't
thing.
get dirty.
Boom.
Okay. Whew.
No, that's wrong.
I'm just so cautious now since we only have that heart left until we get more help.
It takes us being near death for you to listen to me.
One side being clean is
Takes that for me
pretty
to
strange if you
stop
think
my
about it.
my gun jumping.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides.
Yeah.
Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
Jesus.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Nani?
What?
Huh? Blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
What?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some
Yeah.
of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Then what happened this time?
The
Yeah.
killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Chicken.
The
chicken's gone.
Oh, yeah. Got blood right there in the garden? Right, which must mean... I guess we're going for
Chicken
chicken.
coop chickens.
I got it!
Yeah, we did it.
Could it have been chicken blood?
And we'll find if it was chicken blood. next time.
Oh, God. Why is Kyoko trying to pin this on us?
Like, usually she's on our side to be like, no, there's more. Like, she doesn't just pin us. She's like, no, he's right. There's someone that did it. But she is like pounding us with it.
Usually she works with us.
Yeah, not this time.
And it's like, hey, Makoto, what do you think? I'm like, yeah, this. And she's like, yeah, that. And then we find who it is. But
like, I mean, I hate to be on Byakuya's side, but it could be the truth of like how, you know, she's dedicated to finding out who the mastermind is. Thought it was the 16th student, this ultimate despair, killed them, and then realized that it wasn't the case. And like she said, for me to figure out the truth, if you vote me off, we're not going to figure it out because, you know, she's trying to figure this all out. So if she dies, she can't solve it for herself. So
But that also means if you get it wrong, we all die anyway.
Except for her, because she'd win. She could solve the mystery still.
Kyoko.
She would still be able to figure out who the mastermind is because she'd be alive.
So she's
but
just
she's on the back foot to solve the mystery.
She's just doing mind games with us right now.
If Byakuya's right, I hate agreeing with him, so I want to say that's wrong, but I don't know.